Yeah, her name was Kerry Jo.
Okay.
So Kerry Jo Fain. She had stage 4 colon cancer. And when we found out in 2020, and that's when we were like, we need to get ice. Like my mom, so that was my mom's dream and that was my dad's dream. And they'd worked so hard for it. My mom just wanted it so bad for the kids. And so we approached a gentleman that my dad had worked for a long time and just asked, will you help us fund this? And he said, better yet, I'll do it all for you guys and I'll sign it over, because we brought them a book, a binder, and had 84 pages. And instead of this big, crazy like presentation, it was just pictures.
Right.
And it was pictures of all like our entire process from starting in St. George to where we were now. And it had like pictures of all the kids that we've helped. Because when we had the rink behind the aquatic center, we had about 30 kids every night that like just didn't, like their parents would just drop them off with no money, just like broke kids, right?
Yeah.
And we would feed them and we'd take care of them. And like there's not one of those kids that I don't still talk to every single day. And like don't call my parents mom and dad. Like we just created a family. And we just showed them pictures. Like some of those kids we were able to get off to college and they're playing college hockey, and they wouldn't have like any other way, right? Because they were going in and out of like truancy and things like that, because they just had to do what they had to do, right? So we kind of gave them like that hope. So we gave them just this huge binder of just pictures and pictures and pictures. And it was kind of unique because a gentleman would say, who's this and what's happening here? And my parents would just be right on and say, that's who this is. This is what's happening. This is why they're here. Yeah. And there were probably like a couple hundred different kids in like that binder. And after that, him and his wife were so moved. He said, absolutely, we'll help you guys. Yeah. So as soon as we sat down and met with them and had dinner with them, it was a couple months, and then we started actually planning, because we didn't think it was real. Yeah. Because we had been working so hard for so long, we didn't think it was real. So as soon as we realized like, hey, this isn't a dream, like I pinched myself, I'm awake. Yeah. We just kind of went through it, and through all the like building, all the crazy stuff we had going on behind the scenes the whole time. My mom was going through chemo. And she, like, there were definitely like crazy ups and downs with that. Right. But yeah, she passed 2023 in January, and it was, or 24, sorry. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. It kind of like stopped the world, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And because we're intertwined with a lot of like Salt Lake programs, and it was like everybody, it was kind of like that one thing, like it sounds dumb, but in the hockey community, like it's not a big community, but it's very close. Like everybody, even if you don't like someone, you're a family, like everybody's a family, and that's what we're known for, like in the hockey community. As soon as people found out, it was kind of crazy. And she was the hockey mom. Any kid that's around mine, and so I have an older brother that's 2 years younger, and then a younger brother that's 5 years younger, is if you were in that age range, you knew who Kerry Fain was, and she took care of you in some way, shape, or form. Even if it was telling people they were dumb for suspending you when she was on the disciplinary, or she like yelled at your mom to stop yelling at you, or yelled at your coaches to stop yelling at you. This is kids, let the kids have fun. So yeah, she really changed like how hockey was ran in Utah. Like she worked really hard for a long time, and she's the reason that we have our girls high school hockey league now. Wow. I coach and played for a group. We're called the Utah Lady Grizzlies, and that organization would have been under a long time ago without her too. Like, not that it's a bad organization, just there's so much behind the scenes that needs to happen to make the parents happy and keep the kids safe. And as a coach, you don't always have time for that. You just genuinely don't. Yeah. So she took the initiative and just did it for everybody all the time. So she was an amazing lady. She really changed the way, and it's really cool that we're able to like honor her by this ice rink. Yeah. So all like when we were naming it and we were talking to the gentleman that donated all the money, he was like, we wanted to name it after them, right? Because they're amazing people. And he just said, I want to be completely anonymous. I don't want people to know that I did this. I don't want any credit. We're naming it after Kerry. And my mom hated it, actually. She wanted nothing to do with it. But we eventually came to the name KJ's, and it's just stuck. And it's a great name too. KJ's Barn, right? Everybody loves it. Her legacy is very strong.
That's so cool.
And people love her. There's a game that'll happen every year. It's the girls all-star game for the high school hockey. That'll be in her honor every year. Wow. It's pretty cool. Yeah, people people love to honor her because she was such a crazy good lady, like very crazy, but she was the best crazy lady you'll ever meet.